If you are like me and you grew up during the 2000s and the early 2010s, then your first introduction to anime was probably one of the three anime I'm about to list: Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, and Bleach. These three anime were mine and many others' first introduction to the world of battle shonen. Now for those of you who aren't South African, you probably didn't know the pain that came with having to wait an entire day just to watch a single episode of anime amidst all the many ad breaks that would plague broadcast television until streaming became the go-to area to watch all your favorite shows. I fucking hate SABC2 so much. I, however, had the unfortunate luck of having to experience this being my first interaction with anime, and despite the many ads I'd sit down every day at 5 in the afternoon, Monday to Thursday, ready to watch a shirtless blonde monkey fight a white lizard. Monkey. When I was growing up, I didn't know what genre of show I was watching. I just thought, this is really fucking cool. And it was fucking cool to 12-year-old fat me. I remember how every day at school, me and my friends would always talk about how cool the latest Naruto episode was, or how cool the fight between Gohan and Cell was. Every day it seemed like we had something new to talk about. It always felt fresh and exciting because the episodes never ran out. By the time I was 16, I had probably watched 300 plus episodes of Naruto, and I didn't know it because my kid brain was just so absorbed in the series. Naruto and Naruto Shippuden were my first introduction to long-running shonen, and it's because of the Naruto franchise that I could so easily fall in love with shows like Black Clover and My Hero so easily. The idea of tuning in every week on a specific day makes me feel so nostalgic because I remember waiting every Thursday and Saturday just so I could watch the newest episode of Black Clover and My Hero Academia. In case I'm wrong though, feel free to correct me on what the actual time slots were. And it wasn't until the end of season 1 of My Hero Academia and Black Clover seemingly continuing that I started to feel a very odd shift in my anime watching journey. The reason for this shift is pretty simple. My Hero stopped airing and Black Clover just continued to air like nothing was wrong. This was my first introduction to the wonderful world of seasonal anime. Now, over the years, My Hero Academia has come out with 5 more seasons since then, some of these seasons even having 20 episodes in their run, and 3 movies with a 4th movie currently in production. And while I do still love MHA, I never got the same magic I had with Black Clover that I had with MHA because I knew that the new MHA season was going to end. Unlike Black Clover, which seemingly had no end in sight, MHA had a set in stone number of episodes that each season was going to end in. And if you are a My Hero fan, you better start counting the grains of sand in that hourglass, buddy, because a new season wasn't coming for either a year or 2. And MHA wasn't the only anime that experienced this. Jujutsu Kaisen season 1 started airing on the 3rd of October 2020, and we had to wait 3 whole years just for season 2 to come out. Meanwhile, Black Clover started all the way back on October 3rd, 2017 and stopped airing on March 30th, 2021. Now, it's been what? 2, maybe 3 minutes, and I haven't gotten to the point of this goddamn video in the first place. But the reason for this is because I've been leading up to the question that's been on my mind for the last 3 months, and I'm specifically asking you, the viewer, this question. And the question is, has long-running shonen died? Before you answer that question though, I want us to quickly explore the death of long-running shonen and how. So at the start of the video, I mentioned that there were 3 long-running shonen that introduced me to the concept of a long-running anime. I want to make it very clear that Naruto, Bleach, and Dragon Ball weren't the only I want to make it very clear that Naruto, Bleach, and Dragon Ball weren't the only long-running battle shonen out at the time. There were tons of different series that ran for equally as long with almost 0 breaks in between seasons. Inuyasha, Gintama, D. Greyman, and Fairy Tail were shows that started around the late or early 2000s and ended during the 2010s. All shows with hundreds of episodes, if not 200 plus episodes.
Hey y'all, Editor Ty here. I made a mistake. I thought that D. Greyman anime ended around the 2010s because I only watched it around the early 2010s and didn't know it actually ended in 2008. Minor error on my part. Inuyasha the final act ended in 2010, so it still counts though.
There are also shows that started airing in the 90s and have continued to air in every season since then, the two major ones being One Piece and Detective Conan. Battle Shonen OGs like Dragon Ball also continue to sustain relevancy, and even though Dragon Ball doesn't air every season or weekly like One Piece or Detective Conan, it still managed to have incredible longevity as one of the longest shonen titles still publishing even in the world of manga. And if you count all the movies that come out, Dragon Ball isn't going away for a long time.
Hey, subscribe nerd, if you subscribe and leave a like I'll give you a hug, if you leave a comment as well I'll give you a kiss.
Now for a lot of you, you're probably wondering why I'm so hung up on this, and the reason I'm so hung up on this is because of One Piece. It gets better at episode 500. Alright, hear me out a second. You suck, dude. One Piece is one of the longest running anime and manga series in the world. The reason it's managed to eclipse all its competitors is because of one of the many things I love about long-running shonen is how they can utilize the world around them to make the story more interesting while keeping to the central theme of the story. One Piece is the perfect example of this. Luffy wants to be the Pirate King, but in order for him to become the Pirate King, he has to sail literally across the planet to find the island where the treasure that will make him the Pirate King is located. Because of this simple premise, we are introduced to so many aspects of the story. We learn about the Grand Line, the different islands and the climates of these islands. We meet all the different characters and cultures they are all a part of. We learn that there aren't only islands on the surface of the planet, but above in the sky and below in the ocean as well. And because of this, Oda has enough room to craft different adventures that Luffy and the Straw Hat Pirates go on every time they stop at an island. This is one of the great aspects of One Piece that allows it to go on for so long and not become boring or tedious, because there are new and different parts of the world to explore while we, the audience, follow Luffy on his journey to become the Pirate King. Another show that knows how to do this really well is Hunter x Hunter. Now, I haven't watched Hunter x Hunter because I'm not deranged, but I do know that Gon is looking for his father, and from what I have seen of the show, the world building and the characters all lend to Gon's journey of finding his dad. But what about battle shonen series that are more self-contained and restricted to one singular location? Are series like JJK and Chainsaw Man bad because they don't explore more than just the island they are set in? Well, yes and no. You see, one of the fundamental aspects of a series that will stand the test of time is a series that doesn't restrict itself in any department. The world building is only one fundamental aspect that can determine how good a series will be. Take Chainsaw Man for example. The devils in Chainsaw Man aren't restricted solely to the borders of Japan. There are hundreds if not thousands of devils everywhere in the world. The Gun Devil is one of the most dangerous devils on the planet because it can appear anywhere at any time and in an instant destroy anything and everyone within its chosen vicinity and radius. This makes Chainsaw Man's world more dangerous even if we are only focusing on Denji and everyone in Japan. Unlike Jujutsu Kaisen, which only stays in Japan, there isn't that much of an imminent danger for anyone outside of Japan because all the cursed spirits and all the Jujutsu sorcerers are born in Japan. But that's fine, right? Not every long-running series needs to explore the world itself in order to be interesting, right? Take Claymore, Hell's Paradise, and Attack on Titan for an instance. These are series that take place in one center location, and it's on these islands that we see that the stories are more focused on the characters rather than the world building itself. Claymore and Hell's Paradise offer up a vast cast of characters who are charming as they are compelling. Eren, Claire, and Gabimaru are all interesting protagonists because they each individually go through very interesting arcs that make them great characters in their respective series. But what if you have a series that tries to manage world building while also crafting compelling characters? Well, you get a show that set out to explore its world the way One Piece and Hunter x Hunter did. It's always been a show that focused primarily on the emotions rather than the larger world.
Hey guys, Editor Ty here again. I forgot to mention it, but the main point of this fairy tale section is to show that fairy tale, much like Chainsaw Man, has subtle world building. The stories are primarily focused on the characters while the greater world is more of a set dressing to the actual story.
One of the reasons Fairy Tail was able to publish for so long was because the author Hiro Mashima always wanted to focus on the emotions of his characters. Each arc in Fairy Tail tends to follow a character and their specific growth for that period of the story. Gray, Urza, Lucy, even Happy each get their own arcs in the story where they get a chance to shine and grow as individuals. I'm paraphrasing with this, so don't quote me on it later, but Hiro Mashima said that when he made Fairy Tail, it was because he wanted to make a story that represented going out with your friends and having fun. Again, I'm paraphrasing here, and because of that, he was able to write one of the longest battle shonen that explored different characters on their journeys of self-discovery. Plus, the new sequel series to Fairy Tail has started focusing more on the world building aspect of it, and Eden Zero as well is also something that explores not only a singular world but an entire universe. So if it wasn't clear already, Mashima has learned from his mistake. And now the reason I'm talking about all these specific aspects of what makes a good long-running shonen last is for two reasons specific. Over the last couple of months, I've seen Shonen Jump just axing so many manga that haven't had the chance to really get their foot in the door. A lot of the series currently on Jump are series that are about to end or they are heading towards their ending. JJK, My Hero, and Black Clover are all about to reach their conclusions. One Piece is currently in its final saga and will probably end in the next 5 to 10 years. And any series below are series that could be axed at any second if Jump sees a slight drop in their popularity. We are currently at a point in time where we might not get to see another long-running shonen title that, excluding One Piece, we are not talking about One Piece, for a long time. The moment these series end, we are probably not going to get to see another long-running series like Black Clover, like My Hero, and like Jujutsu Kaisen for a long time, and that honestly terrifies me. The second growth is one of the aspects I love the most about long-running shonen. The reason I love the Black Clover anime so much is because we get to see Asta's growth from episode 1 all the way to the fight with Vedo in what people consider the best arc in the series, to the final episode of the show where we get to see Asta face the demon that's been living in him since the start of the series. When we're growing up, we often tend to look up to characters in fictional stories. We want to aspire to be like these fictional characters we see, to have the drive, the passion, and the determination to pursue our dreams just like these characters. And just like these characters, we tend to stumble, we fall, we fail, we get up, we try again, we fail again, but we keep getting back up to try again, because these characters wouldn't give up. So why should we? Naruto, Asta, Luffy, Deku, we grow with them. We watch them struggle and we watch them fail time and time again, but they never give up on pursuing their dreams. It's such a powerful feeling that you don't find in any other anime genre, and anime currently running on any given season. Mostly because the 12 episode seasonal anime formula has killed long-running anime series. Aside... oh god, I really hate... aside from One Piece and Detective... oh god, no. no, I genuinely, like, this makes me so mad because I hate the 12 episode formula. The 12 episode seasonal anime formula is just something that really... Aside from One Piece and Detective Conan, we haven't gotten a show that has stayed longer than a season. Most anime each season just come and go, or if you are lucky, you get 2 cours, but the show is still divided up between seasons and you don't know if it's going to air the next season or 3 seasons from now. And that really boils my blood because this same formula has killed so many shows and it killed the chance for the audience to grow alongside the characters. But despite my whining and complaining, I don't want to overlook all the good the seasonal anime formula has done for the industry. Because animators aren't working every week to produce a single episode of anime, we get time taken to produce high quality anime. Studio Period has done a phenomenal job with the Bleach 1000-Year Blood War arc. Just look at all this amazing animation. So amazing. Mappa and UFO Table have also been on a non-stop roll with delivering some of the highest quality adaptations when adapting from the original manga source material. Cloverworks and Wood Studio, when given enough time, can make some of the best shows in any season. And even OLM, the studio that made Berserk 97, adapted one of the best comedy shonen slice of life romance mangas into one of the most beautiful and most entertaining adaptations I've ever seen with Komi Can't Communicate. I swear, this video is still about Will we ever get another long-running series like Black Clover, Naruto, or One Piece? I don't fucking know. Listen man, I'm a YouTuber with barely over 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for 500 subs by the way, that is... wow. I didn't think we'd get here. You think I'm gonna accurately predict the future of the anime and manga industry? Fuck no! I cherish the memories I have with the series I grew up with, and who knows, maybe a new seasonal anime will end up changing my perspective on things. Those are my thoughts though. Leave a like, it helps a ton, and leave a comment as well telling me what you guys think about long-running anime, if you think it's a dying medium. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I'd have a much bigger, more interesting video planned hopefully for next week, if not the week after, because the video is going to destroy me. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later.
Muy agotado ya iba a parar, pero por abrir